We now return to Lifetime's intimate portrait of Jennie Garth. Jennie Garth had a picture-perfect childhood growing up on a horse farm in rural Illinois. But in 1981, 9-year-old Jennie's life changed forever when her father, John, suffered a massive heart attack. When he recovered, the family decided to move to the healing climate of Phoenix, Arizona. If Phoenix was good for her father's well-being, it was even better for Jennie's.
She went and made a whole new set of friends, did really well with grades, made student council, cheerleading, band, all in the first month of this brand new place she lived.
I learned about being popular and wearing the right clothes and doing all those silly things that you do when you're that age. The things I would wear to school, I would wear high heels to school, big, it was ugly.
In addition to her newfound popularity at school, other doors were opening for 12-year-old Jennie, too.
My mom and I thought, I'll try modeling. I ended up getting like a modeling card, and you put your pictures on it and send it out, and had an agent, a modeling agent.
Soon, Jennie was appearing in newspaper ads for a local department store, as well as gracing the pages of a band uniform catalog.
The most hideous things you could ever imagine wearing in your life, but we made them look good.
Jennie also started taking dance lessons, and for a while dreamed of becoming a professional dancer, along with her new best friend, Rhonda.
She always wanted people to test themselves and see how far you can go, because that's what she was always willing to do. And then she got into dance, and so she encouraged me to. Every time she did something new, I tried it too.
I thought I was the best dancer. I sucked. But my mom will tell you that I was, magnificent.
One day, on a whim, 14-year-old Jennie decided to enter a local beauty contest.
My mom and I jumped right in there and gave it our best shot with the hairspray and the big dress and the talent part.
Hi, my name is Jennie Garth. I'm 14 years old, and I'm a freshman at Greenway High School.
She had a little dance that she did, and as soon as it was over, she loaded up her stuff, and we are headed out the back door when they call her name. She had no intention of winning this thing.
Jennie Garth!
It was a crowning moment for Jennie, and she advanced to the state finals. She didn't win, but she did catch the eye of one of the judges.
We were watching Jennie, and my wife said to me, there's something about her that's really interesting. She's really pretty, but there's something unique and something different. And I studied her and realized she was really right. She had a very sweet, open, vulnerable quality to her, and very real and very natural.
He was from Los Angeles and was a business manager, and he wanted to talk to me about Jennie. I went, yeah, right.
He said, have you ever acted? And I said no, and he said, well, my wife, thinks you have a great look, and would maybe if you ever come out to LA, here's my card.
At Randy's urging, Jennie started taking acting lessons in Phoenix with acting coach Gene Fowler.
My first impression was, here's this great-looking girl, very natural, very bright, very curious, very willing, and just a lot of fun.
When I was a child, it was an escape, I guess, from the real world.
She was self-conscious a little bit about physically expressing herself with a script, and so those were some of the things we worked on.
Thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form. Fain.
She would hand me some paper and put the camera in front of me, and we'd kind of play around, and I'd read the lines.
Hi, I'm Jennie Garth.
Gene started sending the tapes to Randy in Hollywood for his critique.
The first tape that I saw was not particularly good.
Well, you can when it's this one. Whereas Blackhawk bacon, you just look at it and you know it's going to taste great.
As the tapes started coming to me, though, on a regular basis, it was really a fascinating progression that I was seeing.
I think acting was something new, and I think she was very curious and kind of excited about, what Randy James saw in her.
I'm scared. I don't want to be without you.
After a few months, I was looking at these scenes she was doing, and I was thinking, you know what? She's as good as a lot of the actresses that are out here working right now.
As Jennie's acting skills improved, so did her confidence level. And soon, Jennie couldn't stop dreaming about what could be in store for her in Hollywood.
And one day Jennie came to me and she said, "You know, Mom, I think I'd really like to go to Hollywood and work with Randy and see if I can make that happen. Are you still open to that?"
Jennie's parents agreed to let her go to Hollywood. But John didn't have the energy for another move and stayed behind in Arizona. So mother and daughter headed west to take Randy James up on his offer.
You told us that we could move here and have like a big career in Hollywood.
I felt such a responsibility in these people picking up their lives, moving out here. I was extremely nervous. I just really didn't want her to be hurt, and this business can be very hurtful.
We would get auditions and we would get our little map out, and I would go and I would be the navigator and she would drive, and I would go to auditions and she'd wait in the car, and no, I didn't know what I was doing at all. But that was good. There was no stress involved.
Jennie and Carolyn had been in LA for only 4 months when they got a shocking phone call. John had suffered another major heart attack and needed emergency bypass surgery. Jennie and her mom immediately rushed home to Arizona.
It was like 4 separate surgeries in 48 hours. And that he survived it was amazing.
My mom needed to come back to LA because she had a job now, a JOB job, and she needed to show up for work. And I stayed in Arizona and kind of took care of him for, after he got out of the hospital and until he was able to take care of himself again.
Jennie put her Hollywood plans on hold and, along with her brothers and sisters, helped look after her father. He recovered, and with his blessings, Jennie returned to LA. She was now serious about her career, and soon she was cast in a new TV series called A Brand New Life, starring Barbara Eden.
Brand New Life was a really big opportunity for me because it was starring Barbara Eden, who was, Jeannie.
The thing that impressed me most about Jennie was how well brought up she was and how real. She was a very young actress with beautiful blonde hair, big, gorgeous blue eyes. She was just a nice kid, well brought up, well-mannered, and I appreciated that.
Working with Barbara was a great experience. She taught me a lot about being professional. She taught me a lot about the technical aspects of working in television. She was a great mentor sort of figure for me.
But the hardest lesson for this Hollywood newcomer to learn was just around the corner. After only 7 episodes, A Brand New Life was canceled.
And those people that you were so close with that became your second family, they're gone. Just like that. The end of the party.
Coming up next, Jennie plays against type as the star of 90210.